To begin working on our shoulder blade stabilization, keeping the shoulder in a very neutral position, I want you to sit in a chair and you just scooch a little bit towards the edge of the chair, mid to edge, just so you can press your feet into the floor in order to the back of your thigh and stabilize into the chair, pressing the chair back into the wall. You're going to take a light TheraBand, wrap it around your hands, and then you want to hold those fists. I like to hook it between my thumb and my hand. So you can hook your fist in front of your shoulder here, nice and tight to your chest. Sit up nice and tall on your sits bones. Pinch your shoulder blades back and down to the bra line as best you can. Take a nice deep breath in. As you let that breath out, I want you to pull your lower abdomen, so underneath your belly button. Squeeze the back of your legs, press your feet into the floor, tighten your back, around your shoulders. And now what you're going to do is actually squeeze the shoulder blades back and down even more as best you can, which will pull your hands apart, creating the resistance with the TheraBand. Okay? So you want to maintain that first set foundational tension that you did. You can shallow breathe, don't hold your breath, and do repetitions from there. So let's set, take a breath in. As you let it out, pull in that lower abdomen, contract everything else in your body as best you can. And now we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades back and down without moving anything else in our body. So that pulling those shoulder blades back and down is going to pull our hands apart. Hold it for a couple seconds. Control the back to start. Do another repetition. 2, 3. So you should really feel this around your shoulder blades, the back of your shoulder, and underneath your belly button. So as you're engaging that, your core system, really starting to work on turning those smaller stabilizing muscles around those shoulder blades, balancing out that function. All right, let's do 2 more. Good. So you want to do about 10 reps, slow and controlled, with a light TheraBand, and you can add 2 to 3 sets to that depending on how you're feeling. This video is going to show you how to work the shoulder joint capsule specifically while sitting in a chair. So we want to sit kind of mid to edge of the chair, press your feet into the floor, which is going to help you activate the back of your thighs and hips to stabilize that chair against the wall. We want to sit nice and tall on our sits bones, so our shoulders are stacked over our hips. And I have a piece of tape on the side of my arm here to help you visualize a little bit what's happening. We're going to set isometric tension through the rest of our body as a foundation, because we only want to be moving at the shoulder joint capsule in a very safe way. So the only thing that I really want you thinking about, besides everything else not moving, is that it's only the top of the arm rotating in the shoulder joint without any pain. So you're just going to go as far as you can with control, and you're not going to muscle it. So your shoulder blade should not be moving at all. You want to just make sure it's only the arm at the shoulder joint, so the motion is likely going to be less than you want it to be. So be very mindful that it's a subtle movement, and if you're feeling like you have to really force anything, then that's when the shoulder is going to pull forward, and you don't want the shoulder blade motion. You only want the arm moving in the joint. Our arms, to begin, are going to be by our sides, and I want you to take a nice deep breath in. As you're letting that breath out, you're going to pull in your lower belly, push your feet to the floor, contract the rest of your body, elbows locked straight, make a fist you can squeeze. And now we're just going to turn the arm in the shoulder joint, making sure that our shoulders are not rolling forward as we're doing it. So we're only moving the arm. See, I'm not forcing anything. I'm just letting the arm go where it can go. You're not going to move into any pinching pain. We'll just breathe shallow, maintain the contraction through the rest of our body as our foundation. So we're going to move forward and then back and then return to the start, and that's 1 repetition. So now I'm working on my 3rd repetition. Keeping those shoulders back. That upper back should be engaged as part of your foundation. You should not have any pain. You shouldn't be forcing anything. Okay, and now we're going to move into the 5th repetition. Good. You should see maybe your motion will improve as you go, but you're not going to force anything. You're just going to let it happen naturally. What you're trying to do is just connect the messaging of your nervous system to that joint capsule so that you get that very deliberate activation, which will build stability in the shoulder joint. You're going to do 5 reps, just like that. Then you can rest, reset your tension, and do 5 more. And you can work to building up to 15 to 20 repetitions. You want to make sure you have no pain during it, and after you're finished, you should not have soreness in the shoulder joint. If you do, then we need to reevaluate and get you going on a different exercise.